What's good, everybody? This is Sean and you're watching On the Fly. We're about to go head out and watch The Woman King. I have been excited about this movie ever since I watched the trailer, so I'm definitely interested in seeing what it's gonna bring to the, action genre. The only thing I don't like about this film is that it's not getting the buzz that it deserves. I think that a movie like this should get the buzz with Viola Davis, a few upcoming people that, they just not really putting it out there like that. And I don't know why, because I think this is going to be one of those type of movies that could definitely be, nominated for like Best Picture or something like that. But you know how it is. What am I expecting? I'm not really sure. But I'm definitely interested to see what they're gonna bring, these one of those ones where you're like, okay, yeah, this gonna be it. This gonna be the movie, right? So of course we haven't seen the film yet, but we definitely want to give our reactions before the film. Looks like it's gonna be a solo dolo trip, but I ain't really tripping because that's how I do anyways, On the fly, we just do things. At first, I had decided that I was gonna go, but I was so tired from getting off of work that I was like, maybe I'll just wait till tomorrow. But no, you gotta go ahead and get it out. So yeah, we're gonna do it when it first release, and we're gonna talk about it. So this is the post reaction. Do you call it a reaction? Or I don't know what you call it. But this is post, no, not post, I'm tripping. This is pre-screen up. Y'all know what I'm saying. I do want to grab something to eat from the movie theaters, but look, the movie ticket's already 17 bucks. I ain't trying to spend another $20, $30 and stuff, especially when I'm trying to take myself out of town. I might grab some, I don't know, like some popcorn or something to drink. Now, you know what? I might take myself to Tropical Smoothie or something like that. Give me a nice little drink. We got a couple minutes. Matter of fact, are we even gonna make it on time? Because it starts at 7 and it's already 6:38. So yeah. But yeah, while I'm making this little mini vlog, y'all let me know what y'all think. Like, maybe what's your expectations of the film? Do you think it's gonna be good? Do you think it's gonna be bad? Do you think it's gonna be one of those films where you just, it is what it is, we just gonna watch it? I think it's gonna be fire. Let me tell you something, Viola Davis, man, she been in, she been consistent for a long time. Like, every time, you see a movie, you be like, damn, she in there? I think she been in like a couple movies this year. I can't even name it. She been in quite a few things. And then, the whole little situation with the DCU, hey, look, she in there. She like the Nick Fury of DCEU, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, cause she's sort of everywhere. And like I said in the previous video before, it's neck and neck between her and Denzel Washington. Them like the top actors. Like, you gonna get a performance out of them. They gonna put their blood, sweat, and tears. I don't know if they really be bleeding, putting their blood in it, but I know they be putting their sweat and tears in it, because look at that glow, because they really be getting into it and putting their lives, into the scripts and stuff like that. That's why they so believable, man, because they study the craft. And I think a few people these days, they could kind of learn a thing or two from both of those, but I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Hey, whatever floats your boat. I'm hoping I got enough time to give me some Tropical Smoothie, man, because like it's getting close. I mean, of course, don't know movies start on time, but I'm like the old school dude, and I just kept up with the tradition. Like, back when I was coming up watching movies and stuff, it wasn't like the movie, it wasn't like how it is now. Like, the internet has kind of ruined, previews. Like, back then, in order for you to watch, what's coming out, you got to see all the previews at the show. And so now, with the click of a button, it's basically what I do as well. With the click of a button, you could just watch the trailer and watch it over and over and over again. So I think that kind of takes out the little, whatever you want to call it, from the film, because you can pretty much watch it at home. But sometimes, I will say this, sometimes the movies, they do kind of sneak a few things in every now and again, and you may see something that you just didn't see yet, like exclusive to the theaters. But yeah, Tropical Smoothie, and hopefully we could just, kind of, quench our thirst, because I ain't spending a bunch of money at the dang old movie theater. That's a wrap.
Thank you for choosing Tropical Smoothie.
Yes, can I just get your
And what else for you?
That's by the time they get my drink shit, the movie gonna be over with. It's gonna be the Women King, the Children King. There's gonna be all types of kings in this motherfucker. How you doing? Thank you. Well, I thought this was gonna be a pre-Women King movie, but they took so damn long. The movie is over with. Like, I don't even know what to do. I done spent my money. I was waiting in line so long. The movie is over with. So either I could buy another ticket for a later review or something else. But yeah. I done hit my freaking car on the sign twice. What am I thinking? And you, damn. I'm at the movie tavern. How the hell I do that? How I do that? Here to watch the show.
You be careful. I'm about to do something.
That movie was amazing. Fresh out the movie theater. That movie was amazing. Like, I'm trying to see what it will compete with, but I'm gonna keep it a buck. That might be the movie of the year. That's how good it was. Might be the movie of the year. I really liked it. So we are going to try to get this knocked out before we lose the sun. As you can see, we are outside again on this nice September day. The movie that we are going to be talking about today is The Woman King, and I'm just going to put it out there right now. This, to me, in my opinion, is by far the best movie this year. It is definitely a 10 out of 10, so you do not have to wait for my score. Go see it. This movie stars Viola Davis, John Boyega, Lashana Lynch, and I do not want to butcher the young lady's name. She is so beautiful. Her name is Thuso Mimdu, and out of respect to her, if that is even being respectful, I'm going to call her by her character name because I do not want to butcher her name. And then you have Sheila Atim, or Atim. She is, let's just say, Viola Davis's character's right-hand man. She consults with her. So this movie, like I said, is by far the best movie that I've seen this year. I believe it should win Best Picture. The dialogue, the script, the screenplay, the costume design, the villain, the character just overall, and just the whole aesthetics of the whole South African and everything to go along with it was just tip top. Whoever made this, the director and the screenplay people, they have done a phenomenal job. I recommend you to go see it, and not just see it once, see it 1 or 2 or 3 more times to show Hollywood that this is what we want. This is the kind of movie that you can get hype about. This is a very emotional roller coaster. I find myself cheering. I find myself jeering. I find myself angry. I find myself just a roller coaster of emotions and stuff like that, because if you have daughters or if you have a sister that you love, you know that it is very important for them to definitely see a film just like this. So back to the film, this movie that stars Viola Davis. She is a general of this army where the king, played by John Boyega, is involved in the slave trade. And it gets to a point to where he is on the fence about things, but he has to definitely go with, what has been working for them to make him a king and to have a kingdom. Well, during this, Viola Davis's character and her people that runs behind her, I don't want to call them men because these are women, these are fierce women. They go to protect the people of their land. They protect the captured and they slay all the people that are evil and who is bringing chaos to the land. So it comes to a point now to where Viola Davis's character is saying, look, we do not need to do this. I understand that some of these people that are not a part of our tribe, they're still our people, and we need to stop with this slave trade thing. It's the ugly truth about slave trading and how people, not only the whites, but some of our own people have sold our people over to Europeans and using them to prosper and be rich. So that is something that the king himself is battling with. Of course, Viola Davis' character is definitely feeling some type of way. You can tell that she has a pain inside of her that just makes her very uncomfortable. Now, without going too deep into the whole story, even though this will be a spoilers review, this has a lot of layers to this film. You have, I don't even know what to say. This film is just something that is a must-see. You know what? I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm going to take that back. This is something that you have to definitely experience for yourself. But just the gist of it, there are slaves in this film, and the woman military that Viola Davis runs, she is trying to stop all that. Well, something is, how should I say it, is getting her to a point to where she's starting to feel like what she's doing doesn't matter and she wants to change, and she has a lot of things going against her. They are losing women in their military. You have women that goes through challenges that they have to make it to, as far as being a part of that kingdom. We have a kingdom to where it's surrounding like a palace, and you have all the people that they have rescued that has been been captured, and then they're all living in peace and prosperity. But then in the back section of it, there is a place where only the women can be a part of. There is no man who can go over to that area. So the only male that is allowed in that area is, of course, the king. The king, of course, has many wives, and out of the many wives that he has this one who is in his ear, who is pretty much like a conniving person. She only sees the value in being rich. She does not have any morals. She's always in the king's ear, even though the king knows his general is correct. He has to listen. Well, he doesn't have to listen to his wife, but she's in his ear. So just to make a long story short, without spoiling anything, I definitely recommend that you see this, because this movie is filled with a lot of, what's the word that I can use? Like, you feel proud to be, from that country. It makes you proud to be black, so to speak. You got the dances, you got the singing, you have the tradition. It just feels so good, the camaraderie, how people get together. And I just really believe that it's a feel-good movie. There are some points in the movie that you will be like, man, that's kind of sad, but you knew it was bound to happen, at one point in time, involving war. And this movie different. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, this movie is different. And if you do not see this in the theaters, do not watch it on no bootleg Fire Stick. Do not watch it months later. Don't watch it on DVD, or unless it comes out on DVD later on. But this is a movie that you have to really take advantage of in the movie theaters, because you get the feeling like you are actually there. You have the feeling that, you are a part of this culture that you have been robbed from and things of that nature. And it's not just us, so to speak. This movie is just a really feel-good movie just for women empowerment, And it starts to make me wonder, you know, because this is not the first time that I have heard of women soldiers, women military, as far as this film and the Black Panther film. I've heard other things about women military who are more powerful than the men. They, you know, because the men were sold and killed and captured, so to speak, the women had to step it up, and now they're not just nurturers, they are the protectors. And I like that. And as I said before, this is the kind of movie that you want to take your daughter or your sister or your mother to go see, just to make them feel like, you know what, you know, women are strong. And I do believe that women are strong. So I don't even know what to say. Like, it's so much that I want to say in this film, but I don't want to give it away, because this is definitely a movie that you absolutely have to see. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is the type of film that you're going to want to see it again. If this does not win Picture of the Year, I don't know what it is. So this is, you know, I'm just going to be quiet about it and stuff. So, like I said, the fight scenes were gorgeous. Like, they were doing some things that I've never seen before. You had the lady with the staff. You had the women with the staff. All they was kicking some butt. Then you had Viola Davis. Let me tell you something about Viola Davis' character. She ain't nothing to play with. If she's after you or she wants you, she's gonna get you. There's nothing else. Then you have Noe, who, she's like a prodigy in herself. Like, she has been in a family where they got rid of her because, you know, they wanted her to have husband and, you know, get sold to rich people or have a rich husband so she can live better and help the family out. But she's kind of, I don't want to say defiant, but she doesn't necessarily want to be just a wife. She feels like she is more than that. And I like that, you know, but she ain't no joke. You had a few characters in the story that was just on point. And then let me talk about Lashana Lynch's character. She is the absolute total package when it comes to acting, when it comes to the look and the ferocity. She brings something to this film that I don't think she could have done in any other film. It's like the movie was already top notch, and she just elevates it more. The compassion that she gives to the character Nawe, everything about it. You know what? I'm just gonna end it right here. I will say this: the movie is definitely a 10 out of 10. If you do not see this movie in the theaters, you are definitely robbing yourself. But other than that, you guys post your comments down below. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I catch y'all on the fly. Peace.
Wait, no.